Hey, what's happening, pretty ladies and smooth gentlemen? This is Malik, the Cool Brother, and you're now tuning into the Cool Podcast. And my special guest this afternoon is a good brother, a talented good brother who is originally from Ohio, but he's here representing the 412. He's an actor, producer, director. He's a man of jack of all trades and a master of all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you my returning guest, the one and only Mr. Nelse D. Welcome back to the show, good brother.
Thank you, man. It's a pleasure being on here.
No doubt, no doubt. Yes, indeed, man. Pleasure's all mine. So, won't you tell the listeners what you do and what you're about once more?
Yeah, I'm a producer. I write, I direct, I do a lot of things. I've been doing this since a kid. I did musical theater, and I would act and create my own stories and stuff, and I just kept going from there. I dropped my first short film. It was like 2008, 2009, and then from then it just made me want to keep doing it because the feedback, the support, they were like, I like that. So then I just kept writing and just kept getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, you got a collection of dope products. I mean, excuse me, projects under your belt. So, my next question is so how do you when you do these projects, the movies and and music? But let's start with movies. How do you how is the casting process? How do you know who to pick to play a particular character in your movie, in your films?
Well, I worked with a lot of like a lot of the cast before on other projects, and then the more I do it, it's like I can see how it's like me working with the actors. I'll pick a movie, then I'll see that I'll. It's like I'll start to know, like, oh yeah, I can see them playing this character. If they were able to do this, I know they can do this for the next movie. So
Right.
then I'll try to challenge each character. But um, yeah, like the art, like the cast that I've been working with, they're on point. So I already know anything I put them on, they got it.
Yeah, no question, no question. Now, I noticed with your movies, you cast the same actors and actresses, but in different roles. And I think that's a good thing because they got a great work ethic, and and their professionalism is at 100. So that's always a good thing. Now, speaking of movies, what is your favorite project to date? Like, what is your what would you consider to be your masterpiece?
My masterpiece so
Yeah,
far,
yeah.
oh man, my masterpiece, it's a few, but I like Unsung Birds because
Hmm.
that's what I do, like the music,
Yeah.
production, and I grew up around music and watching bands and just a history on music. So that was one of the favorites, and the cast did a great job. Everyone did good. Um, let me see. The other ones would be well, No Talking was I like No Talking. I like yeah, I like all of them. And then Off Man was a good one. It was a good series. So,
Right. Yes.
but if I had to go to my favorite, yeah, it would have to be Unsung Birds.
Okay. Okay. And why would you consider that your masterpiece?
I feel like that's more of a classic. It's original. It's a thrill. Like you don't know what's going to happen, and it's about music. I mean, I know we all love music for real. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's dope.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
No question, no question. And now with the music thing, I know you've been doing this music thing for God knows how long. Now when you before you before you relocated to the 412, was there how was the music scene? Are you originally from Youngstown, Ohio?
Yeah, Youngstown, Ohio.
Okay, and how was the music scene then
Oh,
before you go before you moved to the 412?
the music there wasn't like how I was in Pittsburgh at the time because I moved to
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh in 2003, and
Okay.
you know, like Whammo was a big thing coming from Youngstown, so we came up here thinking like the music would be like better, and it was cool at one point, but then years go on. It was more we noticed it was more of a medical field than it was music, but I
Mm-hmm.
know nowadays it's getting better though. But
Right.
that was the motivation to move to Pittsburgh because my mom she was singing and she does her own music.
Yeah.
and she wanted to come here, for opportunity and stuff. And she done some things, but it just wasn't. It's not the main music spot. So we traveled to New York and different places and stuff.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I saw a couple of pictures that you was on a major New York did an interview for a major uh radio station in
Y-
New York.
yeah. I was on Power 105 with M Easy, and I was on This Is 50
Okay.
and some other platforms down there had some shows and different things. I did. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff in New York, and I
Now,
have family in New York too. Yep.
okay, nice, nice. Now, how
Yeah.
was that experience being on the radio station? How was that?
Oh man, I feel like a star. Like it's the cameras is on you. You right by the Breakfast Club. So I
Okay.
felt like, yeah, man, I felt like I was, like mainstream. Like it gives you motivation.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I can imagine. Now I noticed that you don't perform at a couple of the shows in Pittsburgh, and I notice you always supporting like I do. So, would you rather be behind the scenes producing and recording, or you rather just perform, or both?
I like to do both. I was performing like in the city a lot, like my younger years. I was like always. I actually had my own big showcase in 2011. It was called "I Want to Be Famous," and it was at the Kelly Strayhorn Theater, and I
Mm-hmm.
had artists perform and stuff, and it was a big showcase. It was promoted on Whammo and stuff like that. And I used to perform at the Shaw Lounge and the Union Project, like the O2.
Yeah.
It was a lot of things. But then I just cause I'd always I rap and I produce, so I was like I think it's time to do some stuff out the city. So then I started
Okay.
doing stuff out the city. I did South by Southwest, um, All Star,
Mm-hmm.
the 420 Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I've been doing stuff out the city. So then I'm like, well, if I do a show here, I just want to make sure, like, it's beneficial. You feel me? Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely feel you. I
yeah,
definitely feel you. No doubt, no question. And speaking of, you said you mentioned that you used to throw your own showcase. Are you consider about doing that again?
yes. I want to do another showcase like I did at the Kelly.
Okay.
Like I want to be famous part two.
Mm-hmm.
So that's still in the works. I'm gonna find a venue, and I'm thinking maybe I'll do it if not this year, next year for sure, and bring the artists and it's gonna be fun. I wanted to have it like I always wanted to have something like the BET Awards with the
Okay.
fire popping up and all that. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
in the works.
yeah. No question. Now, speaking of that, are you thinking about having a MC like a host, or you rather do the hosting?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll definitely add like some hosts to it. That's
Okay.
in the work. That's in the plans too. So you
Okay.
already know I'm gonna have you as one of them too, for
Word,
sure.
word.
Yeah,
Appreciate that. Nice. Appreciate that, good brother. Yes.
yeah. You
Yes,
already know.
indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, you mentioned of your mom and and your aunt as well. They
Yeah.
both do music. Well, now was your mom and aunt, they were in the same group, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Way like back in the day, when they were like teenagers and kids, they were in a
Mm-hmm.
group called Espinita. They opened
Mm-hmm.
up for Shabba Ranks. They were dancers and they were winning talent shows in Ohio. So
Okay.
they came up performing for the big artists and stuff, and it just runs
Right.
in the family. Because my grandfather, he did his own music and he was in the band. So it started from my grandfather to my mom, then to me, now Tristan. So
Yeah.
it's just a family tree. Like it's just yeah, it's
No
just
doubt.
passing on.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, with your mom and aunt, were they a duo, or were they in the group with uh, other members, or it was just them two?
It was them to the sisters.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
cool,
they would
cool.
perform and win at the talent shows. Good
Okay,
times. Yeah.
yeah, no doubt, no question. Now, are they considered about like reuniting as a duo once more, or they rather just like not
Oh,
deal
they
with the music?
my mom's always making music. She's a writer, and my
Yeah.
aunt she loves music too. They have a lot of songs they have, and we'll be dropping some songs soon. I'm
Okay.
currently I'm currently working on my mom's album.
Oh, okay,
She'll
nice.
be dropping some music and some
Nice.
videos.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
That's very dope. Now, and also you collaborate with your mom on a couple of songs, especially with the Unsung Bird soundtrack.
Yeah, we have
Mm.
man, we have so many songs. Like I'm gonna be working on some birds the second movie too. So that's in the
Oh,
works.
okay. Nice.
So we'll have more music, for the cast to do. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. You and me both, good brother. You and me both. And
Yeah.
my next question is, I noticed you come up with some of the most unique names for your movies. Now, how do you came up with the name Lucky Cuckoo? What's the backstory behind that?
Lucky Cuckoo, because like
Yeah.
basically like somebody's lucky, but they're like it was meant to be silly a little bit because it's
Uh-huh.
lucky, but then they're cuckoo. Just a little
Oh, they're
cuckoo,
crazy.
like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of the movie. Like once you see it, you see how how lucky he pops up at like he'll pop up at the house, but he's not really, you know what I mean? He's not really his family, but
Right.
he's thingy enough to do that, like that, come and act like he's somebody. For somebody to like just think on their mind, I was that came to me, so I had to write that down. I'm like, this would be silly,
Yeah.
but it's supposed to be suspenseful too at the same time. And
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I wanted the viewers to be like, to think that that's really family, but it ain't. So I
Right.
feel like that's cuckoo for real. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Yeah. Yeah. No
yeah,
question. It definitely was a definitely was a title that stood out for me, and definitely was a great suspenseful movie. For those that's listening, that will be listening, I played Pastor Johnson. In the film, it
shout out
was
to
a
Pastor Johnson, man. He
yes,
killed that
yes,
role. Yeah,
yes, I did.
one take. Yeah,
One take indeed. Yes, I just want to thank you for having me as Pastor Johnson. I definitely had fun on set, and shout out to Steel City Amazon Crystal. Shout out to Diz the Poet. Shout out to them, the
yeah.
main characters. Shout out to
Shout out to Terry J.
Sarah J.
Yeah,
Shout out
my
to
girl.
K Mob. Yeah, shout out to all of
Yeah,
them. Everybody that was in the film. Shout out to D-Dadification. Shout out to everybody. Also, shout out to you for doing a damn good job on the film, my man. Shout out to you, man.
I appreciate it, and shout out Tristan for the music, the intro.
Yes, yes, no doubt. And yeah, and speaking of your son Tristan, aka Shy Guy, now he does some producing too, right?
Yeah, he's actually working on his own little short films with his friends from Kappa.
Oh
They've
wow.
been doing they've been working, man. He's so talented. He does it all too. He does the computer stuff, all kind of things.
Yeah, no doubt, no
Yeah,
doubt.
he's
Now
killing
he
it.
now he got some couple songs out too, right?
Yes, he does. Yep, you can find him on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Type in his name. He goes by Shy Guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a song with Diz the Poet. We have
Yeah.
a song coming soon. He has a song with his mom, Tara J. So yeah, he's working, man. He's trying to work on a project too. So yeah, he got some stuff lined up for this year.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah.
And speaking of Tara J, shout out to Tara J, shout out to Hot Mac Online Radio, Magazine, Blog. Shout out to you, Tara J. Now, speaking of her now, as long as y'all been doing music, did y'all did some collaborations in the past, like
Oh
music
yeah,
wise?
we started out doing music like
Mm-hmm.
collabs. So we've been doing music since we got together and stuff. It's been an ongoing thing. So then we did other things. We teamed up and did like different short films together and stuff like that. And we still got more in store.
Okay, yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. So, is y'all thinking about dropping some collaboration music this year or somewhere down
Yeah,
the road?
yeah. We're working on some collabs for this year, probably like springish. And I know
Okay,
she's thinking about dropping the album too. So that's dope. Yeah, I
yeah,
told her I'm like, yeah, man, you gotta come back with the music. So she's
yeah.
motivated. She'll have some visuals and stuff out.
Okay, yeah, can't wait to
Yeah.
see that. Can't wait to see that indeed. And my next question is your latest film that you about to do. How do you pronounce it again?
Phantasmagoria.
Okay, all right, cool, cool. Now, how do you came up with the title of that movie?
because it's like you ever I don't know if you ever watch like paranormal movies,
Yeah.
but
Uh-huh.
like fear and all that, and
Yes.
basically like people that like it started with people that have like anxiety and people that like talk to themselves. But I'm like, I never heard of it. I was googling names, and I'm like, I never seen that title before. I feel like this is fit for the scary movie that I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
That involves paranormal. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I came about that. I'm like, yeah. Then I just wrote a story based off of that. I'm like, let me get creative with it, and I feel like this is gonna be crazy. I can't wait. I'm gonna be shooting. I might be shooting some scenes next week, but for sure 2 weeks. So I
Okay.
can't wait for this. I feel like this is gonna be on that Blumhouse, Wes Craven, you
Yeah.
know, different movies like that.
Right.
Yeah. So I can't wait for the viewers to see this.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. And yeah, have you picked any locations where the scene's gonna be shooting at yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna be shooting around the city. And I'm still looking for some other scary scene places.
Hmm.
So but yeah, yeah, we ready to rock. We're ready to rock. The script's done. We
Yeah.
got the cast. And I'll definitely be adding extras. So, you know what I mean? If the listeners, anybody want to join, they can add me on Facebook under Nelse Dumas Jr. and, we'll set some up.
Yeah. No doubt. No question. No question. I know I have a role as the gas attendant, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. You like you go to the gas, yeah, you go to the gas station and it gets crazy from there.
Yes, yes. And then I think I died. I think I passed away, something like that.
Oh, we're gonna wait for the viewers. They have to see it. They have to gotta wait for them to
All right,
see it.
all right. Yeah. No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers. I get
Yeah.
you. I feel you. I feel you. So after this film that after that's wrapped up, are you going to be shooting any more films? I know you said Unsung Birds, the sequel. Are you going to be shooting more films besides Unsung Birds and this movie?
Yeah, I got 5 movies already ready to go. The scripts is
Word.
done. Yeah, the scripts is done. I got football movies. I got a suspenseful movie that you know the movie Fear
Yeah.
that I got inspiration from that with this other movie I got that's a bunch of movies done already, so I'm just moving at a time, but yeah, I'm ready to go.
Nice, nice. And my next question is I know you are you thinking about doing did you have you done albums in the past or just mainly focus on singles?
Yeah, I had an album. I had an album in what was it 2010? Yeah,
Hmm.
it was called Aggression and Emotion. That's on all platforms. But yeah, I've done albums and stuff, and I used to use that Piff. I use Audio Mac. I use Reverb and
Hmm.
SoundCloud. I'm on all platforms, Spotify, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about dropping an album this year though. I know
Okay.
more recently I was dropping singles, but I'm
Hmm.
gonna go back to the albums and videos. So all that's
Hmm.
coming soon. Yeah, we coming. Give your money.
Yeah. No doubt, no doubt, no
Yeah.
doubt. And speaking of your label Union Money, who's all on your label on Union Money?
I had a bunch of artists, but the more people that are dedicated that I have right now are I have Tara J, my
Mm-hmm.
son Tristan. I have Dre Scrap 412, Tommy Smooth, my cousin Shantara, my cousin
Uh-huh.
Noah, um, my mom. Let me see. Um, I have a few others too, but yeah,
Hmm.
those are like the main artists that I have right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Now, speaking of, shout out to Noah B and Chitar. Now, I know you did a lot of. Have you done a lot of collaborations with? I know you done a lot of collaborations with Noah B. Of course, I know you got songs
Yeah.
with Unsung Birds and so on and so on. Chitar, do you got any songs with her as well?
Yes, yeah, they actually got an album, a joint album they have dropping this year. Noah
Oh,
B and
really?
Sincere. Yeah, it's gonna be on all platforms. So they dropped a single. It's on
Hmm.
all platforms, but under Miss Malay featuring Noah B.
Okay.
They have a song on the album with me on it.
Okay.
So
Nice.
that's gonna be dropping too. And yeah, they're trying to drop like an EP, so they'll be dropping that probably like spring, summer. They'll be doing videos and
Okay,
stuff too. So
no
that's coming.
question, no doubt, no doubt, no question.
Yeah,
And
me and
oh, I'm
my
sorry.
cousin. Yeah, yeah, me. So we got songs from. We got a bunch. We got a whole catalog. We got a lot of songs together.
Yeah, nice, nice. Looking forward to hearing it, good brother. Looking forward to hearing
Yeah,
it. And
yeah.
my next question is, how do you feel about this the scene in the 412 today? The music scene. Well, not the music scene, the hip hop scene in particular in 412, because I hear a lot of like rumblings, a lot of artists having issues with like for example the showcases, and they got the pay to play and all that. I mean, what's your take on the scene and the showcases that you got to that some venues, some promoters wants you to pay to play? I mean, what's your take on all that?
Yeah.
Are you for that or you against that? I mean, what's your
Um,
take on that?
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of dope artists in the city.
Hmm.
I feel like there should be more support with each other. You know what I mean? Because everybody has a chance to make it. You know what I mean? I feel like as far as like the shows and paying, I feel like I don't. I feel like, of course, I feel like, I mean, the artist could pay if they're going to get something in return. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like if it's something that's going to help your career, to add on to your catalog. I mean, like your portfolio and stuff. Then I feel like that's a good fit.
Uh-huh.
And then there's certain shows that people don't charge, but I feel like, because like the people that do the shows, they have to put some money to it, so them making something back, I feel like it's not bad. But I feel like a lot of showcases could, you know what I mean, give more
Yeah.
opportunity,
Yeah.
just so more people would be okay if that's the problem. Yeah,
Hmm. Right.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. All right. Got you. Got you. And I think my issue is, with the showcases that it don't start on time, and I feel like it should start on time. And I think that's with some of the artists. If a show starts at like say like 8 or 9 o'clock, then all the
yeah,
artists will show up around before 9 o'clock, so the show can start on time. I think that's my
yeah.
only issue.
Me too. Yeah, the artists. Yeah, yeah. Like they need to be on time, more on time, and the show needs to start on time for sure.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
and then
Hello, Nelse. Hello, Nelse. Nelse.
yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just saying, like, I feel like yeah, like as far as like the shows, how like sometimes they don't start on time and stuff, and some artists can perform. I feel like
Right.
if they could work that out, then I think a lot of artists would be more satisfied and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely for sure. For sure. And I think, it's about professionalism as well.
Yeah, it
Professionalism.
plays a part for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. No question. No question.
Because
So
if you, yeah, like people professional and stuff, then
yeah.
like it'll help even with the artists, because they might have other opportunities that they might be like, oh yeah, I want to get you on this. But if you're
Hmm.
not professional, they ain't gonna want to take you nowhere. Yeah,
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah,
100% agree on that for sure. It's all about professionalism. No,
yeah,
be professional at all times. Be ready to go, ready to perform, and also networking as well. But most importantly, just be professional. Be professional. And also having a good reputation is everything.
yeah,
What I'm
yeah.
saying, good reputation travels fast, and when you
Yeah,
have
because
good
if you showing
reputation.
yourself, yeah, if you
Hmm.
showing yourself that first time somebody see you, they gonna take that and be like, oh, that's how you are. So you always want to come off right and presentable. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to show yourself crazy.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely. 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 I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? And my next question is, out of all the project, out of all the songs you release as a single or that you have on your album, what's the best song that you ever did?
Man, I got a whole catalog. One day I gotta let you hear it, man, because I started from the 8 tracks.
Oh, taking it throwback.
And I produced. Man, I got thousands of beats on my that I did on my keyboard. Like
Uh-huh.
it's so many. It's hard to choose one song. Cause
Yeah,
I started as a kid. Like I think my first song was like when I was like 14, 15. So from there on, cause I was always just creating. So
mhm.
I don't know. I'm not even sure. It's hard to pick. It's hard to pick.
No, it's all good. It's all good. That's
Cause
understandable.
I got R&B songs, I got pop songs, I got hip hop songs. Um, yeah, it's all different styles. So
Yeah.
yes, so I'm not even sure.
No, it's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good. It's definitely all good. And and my next question is I know you are you thinking about doing um uh the sequel, the season 2 of Off Man?
I started writing to it, so I
Okay.
know that I feel like it's definitely a possibility because from what I wrote, it's
Hmm.
crazy. Like the
Yeah.
beginning, how it starts off, man. Because the 12th episode was crazy. So just imagine how it's gonna start off. Like there's gonna be some twists in there. People gonna be like, "Oh man, I didn't see that coming." Yeah.
Right. Right.
So yeah, that's definitely in the works too. So we're gonna knock these other movies and stuff out, and then we'll get back to it real
Okay.
soon.
Okay. Yeah, no doubt, no question. Looking forward to it because I was watching the series, man, and they got a twist and turns in the ending. I did not see that coming whatsoever.
Yeah, it got crazy that last episode.
Yeah, I did not see that coming,
Yeah,
but that was good. That's what a good series does. Expect the unexpected.
yeah, he
So
played the
that.
role too, man. Shout
Oh,
out to you. Yeah.
thank you, man. Thank you for the opportunity. Shout out to you as well.
Oh, you
Thank you for the
welcome.
opportunity. No doubt, man. And yeah, I know Off Man was on Grind City
Yeah.
TV. Shout out to K Bay and
Shout out to K
Roku
Ben.
TV. Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out to K Bay and Roku TV now with Lucky Cuckoo. Is that going to be on Grind City or Roku TV?
Yeah, I'm gonna have it on a couple platforms. And then I'm wanting to try to see about I'm looking to put it on possibly Tubi.
Okay,
So those are different platforms that I'm working on. So yeah, it's going to be coming out soon. We had this premiere coming up, and from there we'll know what's going to happen.
okay, all right, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Because I think that's a good thing to have all your projects, your movie or
yeah.
series projects on all major platforms, so people, so
Get
they
tuned
you can
in.
get the word out. Yeah, tune in and get the
Yeah,
word out. So
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
we're gonna push Lucky Cuckoo. I already
Oh
started
yeah.
writing for the second one. It's crazy. Yeah,
Oh wow, wow. Lucky Cuckoo, the sequel.
man, it's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
nice, nice, man. You stay writing and stay creating. I love it,
Yeah,
man. I
man.
love
Like so it'd be like the nighttime. It'll be nighttime. If I'm chilling,
it.
I
Hmm.
start writing, then I'll just write the whole thing. Like I'll just
Yeah.
write the whole story out, and then the next day is when I break up the script.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt, man. Looking forward to that as well. And well, what I'm
Yeah,
about to give, what I'm about to say, man, it'll come to me. Um, who influenced you to who influenced you to do what you do? Like, I know you say your mom and
but you
your
hear me?
aunt and
Yeah,
yeah, I know they was into the music, but as far as like filming, who influenced you and your family do that, or do you have outside influences?
influences would be the family. Like like I started from my grandfather, and me
Hmm.
watching my mom produce her music. Like when I was younger, I would watch her on the keyboard making music. Then I wanted to try it. So watching my mom. just growing up watching my mom, the passion for it, creating
Hmm.
songs, as it inspired me. And then when we moved to Pittsburgh, she just continued to do it. And then I finally was like, okay, I'm make my own beat. And from there on, I went to musical theater,
Hmm.
and then I had created a studio project for like different kids, and everybody was like, yo, that's hard, that's hot. So just getting people to like support and stuff made me just feel like, yeah, I got it. Let me just keep doing it. And it was just a natural thing.
Okay, nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice. And I know have they have I know Noah B and I think Chitar was in a film, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Um, has your aunt and your mom had they been involved in your films?
My let me see. My mom was in, what was it? No Talking. She played. Yeah, she was my mom. We had a phone conversation in that. And my
Hmm.
aunt, she was actually a choreographer in Unsung Birds. You met,
Oh yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
seen
yeah,
her, seen
yeah,
that clip.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
but there's more to come. Oh yeah, my aunt also was in my son and my cousin's YouTube. They had on YouTube. She played a role in that.
Hmm.
But there's more to come. They want to work on some more videos and stuff. So I'm gonna get them in some more projects coming soon.
Okay, nice, nice, very nice, very nice. And my next question is speaking of Noah B, is he dropping like a solo project soon?
Yeah, he's
I,
working on it. He's working on a
okay.
reggae album at the moment.
Oh, oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, because our family, we Jamaican and stuff. We got Jamaican in us. So yeah, he
Oh,
wants to. Yeah, he wants to do a reggae project that's coming out nice so far.
okay, okay.
So
And you producing it, correct?
it's gonna be a mix. He has some producers on it, and I'm also
Okay,
produce on it. Yeah.
okay, cool, cool. And how? And speaking of you being a producer, how is that process? How is that you being a producer? How does that process looks like? How does that take? You know.
Yeah, usually I'll get an idea in my head and then I'll go to the studio, pull out, the keyboard, drum machine, play my drums, and then I'll get on the keyboard and whatever's in my head, I'll create.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever patterns I hear in my head, I'll just do it. Like I never was able to, so far read music, but
Mm-hmm.
I can create music from what I hear in my head. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Patterns,
Yeah.
yeah. Connect the dots. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. And you good at it, my man. You good at
I
it. And
appreciate it.
no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. No doubt. And when I excuse me, when I collaborated with you and Noah B and LAL, with the Unsung Bird soundtrack, and you put on, I think the first song we did was Rock My World, and you came up with
Yeah.
that beat, and you created that beat, right?
Oh yeah. That was a
Yeah,
ten
no
minute
doubt.
beat. 10-minute
Yeah,
beat. All the
yeah,
music on there I created.
yeah, yeah. And that beat with the Rock My World, it sounded like very 80, 90-ish, but I would say 80-ish R&B. I'm like, oh wow, this is
Yeah. I
yeah,
was trying to set the tone with that.
yeah.
I was like, man, cause when I came with Unsung Birds, I'm like, I need a song that's gonna set the tone for the
Mm-hmm.
project. And then I
Right.
produced that one. I was like, okay, this is it. And that just gave me more motivation. I'm like, yeah, we doing a whole project, and that's where the movie came about.
No
Yeah.
doubt, no doubt. And Unsung Birds too. I know that's gonna come out soon. Are you doing another soundtrack with that, or are you ready?
Yeah. There's gonna be more music, more
Okay,
songs. So
okay,
yeah, so you'll be back at it, man. You'll be back
yeah,
at it.
yeah. I can't
Yeah.
wait, man. Can't wait, man. Definitely
So we
can't
got
wait,
so
man.
we got a lot in store.
Okay, yeah, no doubt, man. I can't wait. Because that was fun times, man. Definitely
It
fun
was.
times. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And there was a couple of songs that I liked that was on the soundtrack. Of
Yeah.
course, "Rock My World" and "Riding in My Cadillac" and "I Keep Running to You." That was the three tracks, in my
Yeah.
opinion, that stood out for me. That I
Okay.
like. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's what's up.
definitely, definitely, yes, indeed. So what's next in store for you, good brother?
Yeah, I got some music I'm dropping this year. I got
Mm-hmm.
some more music, more videos, more
Mm-hmm.
movies. Um, I would definitely want to do a showcase this year.
Okay.
I'm gonna have, and then another one of the goals is definitely to put these movies on some bigger platforms and drop more movies in the theaters. Um, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot that I have planned for this year.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely for sure. And so with all your talent, being a producer, director, artist, songwriter, um, where do you see yourself in the years to come as far as those things? Where do you see yourself? Continue to see
in years to
yourself.
come. Okay,
Yes.
in years to come, I definitely want to team up with like Tyler Perry. Um, yeah, Tyler Perry and other movie companies like Blumhouse.
Hmm.
Um, let me see. Yeah, this different big directors and stuff like that. I would want to work with and collab on movies.
Okay.
That's another goal, and to just keep moving forward and continue to build up and bigger platforms and help the cast get a dope opportunity, dope opportunities, and help.
Oh yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt, no doubt, no question, no question. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So,
yeah.
so before we conclude this interview, won't you tell the listeners where they can find you and follow you at, good brother?
Yeah, man. If you go on Google, type in Nelse D or Nelse Dumas Jr., my whole catalog will pop up. I'm on YouTube. I'm on all major platforms. Um, I'm on Patreon. Yeah, I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, YouTube Music. Yeah, Google. I'm on Instagram, Nelse D underscore the man. I'm on Facebook, Nelse Dumas Jr. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. Yeah, you name
Okay,
it. Yeah, I'm on there.
nice, nice. And ladies and gentlemen, you can find me on Facebook, Malik Long. I have a podcast page on Facebook, the Cool Podcast with the Cool Brother. Um, you can hit me up on one of those pages, my podcast page on Facebook or my personal page via inbox, and we can set up the interview if you want to be on my podcast and talk about whatever you want to talk about. Also, you can listen to my episodes on Scarfire Media on Wednesdays. Shout out to Megan Pennington, who is the founder, co-create, not co-creator, creator of Scarfire Media, and also you can listen to my podcast on Music Roundtable app, the Music Roundtable app. Shout out to Mr. Randy. He's the founder of that app. You can catch my podcast on there on Thursdays, 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. And also you can listen to my podcast on all major streaming platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Apple, you name it. And like I said, if you want to be a guest on my show, podcast, just hit me up. And also check out my first episode with the good brother Nels D, available on all major streaming platforms. Check it out. It's a dope interview like this one. And Mr. Nels D, good brother, if you want to be a guest once more for the third time, just let me know, good brother.
I got you. I'll be back. I'll be back.
No doubt, man. And on that note, man, have a blessed day and take it easy.
You too.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Yeah.